Hi, I'm Aliya Drake's occupational therapist. Let's discuss potty training.
From 0 to 5. It starts at home. She's like, home. She's like, home.
The first thing to understand is that not every child may be potty trained, so you can first see where your child is along that journey. One thing is to see if they notice any differences, if they're dirty versus if they're clean, if they start to wiggle, or if you notice they may cry after they've gone, then that gives an indication that they know something is happening. If they start to take their diaper off, or if you notice they may go into a corner or retreat before they need to go to the toilet, then that also gives an indication that they understand something is happening. They may not know what yet. One more thing you can look for is if there is some consistency around when they go. If at the same time every morning or after a meal, you know there's a consistent time where you will change Pampers, then that's also an indication that you can start that potty training process. Back to routines again. Routines are so important in developing these skills. When you have a routine around not just potty training, but around eating and feeding, you can start to see where there might be different patterns. When your child is going at a certain time every day and you have the same routine around what you do when you go to the toilet, taking off the clothes, using the toilet, flushing the toilet, washing your hands, that helps to develop that sense of what needs to happen and when. And your child can also start to associate if they start to feel different sensations in their tummy, then they start to realize, oh, this means that I now need to go to the toilet. So then you can work on some communication that they can let you know when they have to go. Sometimes sensory differences can be a barrier to potty training because when you think about it, the toilet space, the bathroom space can be loud. It can echo. There are different scents going on. The sounds might be different, or some children might want to hear the sound of the toilet flushing over and over. When you sit on that toilet seat and there's that hole, some children who have sensory differences may have a lot of trouble with knowing where their body is because they feel as though they're going to fall through the toilet. So making sure that we understand if your child has any sensory differences and addressing it, whether it's putting a little stool or something for them to put their feet on so they feel more stable when they sit, making sure that when you're in the toilet, if there's a way to reduce the noise levels, that can help. If there's a way to put some drops of essential oils in the toilet bowl before you go so it eliminates the smells. This can greatly help a child who has sensory differences feel more comfortable going in the bathroom. The first thing in responding calmly and constructively is understanding that accidents will happen. When your child is potty training, even when they have been potty trained, accidents may still continue to happen because it has to become a routine and a habit. So understand that accidents will happen. Prepare as much as possible. If you're going out in public and you're still at that phase where they're now potty training or maybe not quite there yet consistently, make sure you have an extra change of clothes. Make sure you carry some extra diapers with you just in case. And be ready to change that diaper if and when you need to. Maybe carry a plastic bag to put on a chair or a seat if you have to. One of the things as well is that we always tell parents is be careful about rewarding or punishing accidents. We don't want to punish a child who has an accident because there may be a chance they had no control over it. So we don't want them to feel badly about something that has happened naturally to them. Instead, we want to make sure we support them. If they are able, maybe they can help with the cleaning up process so that we can show if you have an accident, it's okay, but these are the steps we need to take after. We need to clean up after we have an accident. Parents, if you know you don't like to deal with a mess, and if your child went and dirtied up your nice carpet, you might know you need to take a step away first before you deal with that situation. You might have to take 1 or 2 deep breaths, and then when you come back, you can respond calmly to your child. Let them know it was an accident, but we have to clean it up, and let them help, or you can do it by yourself. To encourage potty training, we want everything around potty training to happen in the toilet. So if you are using a smaller potty or a seat or anything like that, make sure you put it in the toilet. If you are cleaning up any accidents or changing any diapers, you can try to do it in the bathroom as well to show that this is what happens when we go to the toilet. If you feel like your child has any differences in communication and you feel like maybe they know something is happening but they don't yet know how to tell you, you can try to use a toilet training card. So they can either show this to you or you can show it to them so that this is associated with something happening in the diaper and needing to be changed. You can also put one of these on the toilet so that they know that when there's anything happening, we need to go to the toilet and they know where the toilet is. In the toilet itself, you can have a visual schedule that shows the process and the steps that you take when you go to the toilet. It can show pulling down your pants, sitting on the toilet. When you get up, use the toilet paper, pull your pants up, flush the toilet, wash your hands. Those sorts of visuals are really useful for children who may still need some support with understanding the sequence of everything that needs to happen with going to the toilet.
Feel like I'm going off my mind. My mommy tell me it will take time. I have no money